Hello, and welcome to the CAMP 3.0 Task Status Tutorial module. As you can see in the left-hand pane, we have aircraft registration number 1265 Delta chosen, which is indicated in the right-hand main screen window. And we'll choose the Task Status selection directly below that registration number. A new Task Status tab is created with the aircraft maintenance chapters listed below in ATA format. Also created is a task status filter window in the lower left-hand corner. This allows the user to filter the information they would like to have generated by the system. For example, if we type 29 in the item number field and click Go, the system will generate only Chapter 29 related tasks. Likewise, if we would like to use the description field, we can type in starter, for example, and click Go, and the system will generate only starter related items. If we click clear and clear our fields and click Go, the system will regenerate all chapters and tasks within those chapters. In its default format, the task status filter will also search by interval, part and serial number, last complied with, and task type. For newer CAMP 3.0 users, I recommend utilizing this task status filter window in its default format. However, for your information, to add fields, we can utilize this arrow next to the task status filter title, and a drop-down menu will bring items that we can add to the window. For example, if we would like to add task group, we can click task group, and that field is added to the task status filter window. If we would like to remove that particular field, we can choose the arrow beside that description and click remove from the drop-down menu, and it removes that field. We can also change the order of the fields in this window. For example, if I would like to change item to description, that will bring the description field to the top and the item number field second. Likewise, we can reverse that action. The system also has additional filtering tools under the View selection in the main menu. We can filter the chapter information by all tasks, packages, installed parts, AD, service information, and services such as inspections. For example, if we filtered it by all installed parts, then every chapter would have only components or installed parts listed within that chapter. Likewise, if we filtered the information by service information, each chapter would only have service bulletins and service letters. We can also sort the information by task description, estimated date or compliance date, and we can group the information by ATA, compliance date, disposition, and bulletin type. If we'd like to open a chapter, we can click the plus sign, or click the title, or click in the area to the right of the chapter title, and that will expand the chapter. Likewise, we can collapse the chapter by clicking the minus sign that has been created, or right-clicking in the area to the right and choosing Close Chapter. We can also right-click in the area to the right to open the chapter. We can also expand the chapter and checkmark each task in the chapter by choosing the checkbox adjacent to the chapter title. And that will expand the chapter and check each item simultaneously. Likewise, we can uncheck each item simultaneously with the checkbox by the chapter header. We can also checkmark each task individually with the checkbox to the left of the task title. While we have those checkmarked, we can take action with those we have selected. For example, under the print selection in the main menu, we could print a status report, or a quick work card, meaning we're not filling in the header of the work card or getting task attachments or procedures. We could print a work card normally, or we could print a logbook entry. Also, with the items selected, we could update those items from this menu, or we could add them to a work group or a task group or other action selections. Now let's talk a little bit about an individual task. And we'll choose wheel as a task, and I'll type in wheel in the description field and click go. And all wheel related tasks will be generated by the system. An example for the left nose wheel, if we click on the task number itself, that will generate a pane in the bottom that has information about this particular task. If you'll notice, 324001A left nose wheel is the same as we chose above. And that brings information about that particular task in this pane below. As you can see, we have tabs that have details, such as aircraft maintenance manual information, related tasks, such as non-destructive test or nose gear tire change, required parts, and history. In a live aircraft situation in lieu of a demo aircraft, most likely we would have the history listed here. We can collapse this pane by clicking this arrow here or unchecking the item. Again, when we check the item and it brings the pane up, we have choices on the right hand side. We have an action icon which brings up menu choice items similar to the menu choice items at the top. Also, we have a show all choice. If we click the show all icon, that brings an additional tab up that lets us view all of the information about this particular task only in one window. And it has the same information as the tabs that we viewed before, such as details, related tasks, required parts, and history. And we can close that task just by clicking the X. And any of the tabs that we have, besides the main aircraft tab, we can close by clicking the X. Additionally, if we are on a particular task and we would like to right click to the right of the task number and description, that will also bring a drop down menu, allow us to choose items from this location as well. For further information about the main menu at the top, this menu is similar to other pages in the system or other tabs. For instance, if we choose Do List and create a Do List tab, that menu is similar as far as View, Print, Update, and Add To, just as they were in the Task Status tab for the View, Print, Update, and Add To. These menus are similar and very easy to use in both windows. Again, we can close a tab by clicking the X. And that is a brief demonstration and tutorial on the CAMP 3.0 Task Status section of the system.